Yeah, hey TB. Man, I thought it was a hell of a game. Just kind of what were your overall thoughts? You guys led most of the way, and then Alabama forced overtime, and then they just made, I guess, another play in overtime. So what were your overall thoughts on the way you guys played and the competitiveness of it on the road?
Obviously it's tough to go into an environment like this and win, but we all played hard, so that's all you can ask for.
I thought that was maybe your best game since you came back, and just how'd you think you played? How do you feel right now going into getting ready for the SEC tournament?
I feel the same as the whole team. We're going in there to try to win it. Going there to play hard. Another opportunity to go out there and show what we can do.
And then just the end of regulation, it looked like Mackay got fouled, but he didn't get the call. You feel like I'm not going to try to comment on the rest, but maybe that's just not a call you don't get on the road. Or how tough was that when Alabama kept coming back at you guys?
I mean, obviously their three-point shooting is dangerous, so that I feel like Kai got fouled. So, that was a big point in the game. When that was a no call that killed us, I felt like.
Yeah, I might have a couple more, but I'll turn it back to Kyle if others have questions.
Anthony?
Yeah, Trevin, obviously, like Bob mentioned, probably your best game since you came back from injury. Can you just talk about, how much of an emphasis it was to get you the ball kind of, in that kind of vein, and then defensively, what was working for you as well with a couple of blocks and steals?
I was just trying to crash the glass all game. The ball comes to me, it comes to me. Just trying to play hard, with the games that we have left. Um, but it was fun to go out there and compete.
Go ahead, Bob.
Okay. Yeah, KB, I mean, how do you feel right now in terms of, you've been still knocking the rust off, or do you feel like you're kind of back to yourself, or just how do you feel overall about your game?
Um, I feel like uh, if I'm put in the right positions to be successful, which I was tonight, when things like what happened tonight will happen. But obviously it felt good to kind of, like you said, knock the dust off or the rust off, because I've obviously haven't been on my game recently.
And it seems like Eric settled on a pretty tight rotation, which is what he likes, I think, in a perfect world with you main eight guys. How do you think that rotation's working?
Uh, I feel like it worked well for us tonight. We got guys like Davenport that can come off the bench and shoot it, which you've seen tonight. And then, obviously Devo Davis, we all know his background. So, that's like our seven guys that play. And, like you said, coach is going to go with those guys. So that's what he went with.
And you mentioned Jeremiah, he's obviously a shooter, but he's been getting rebounds and making some other plays, maybe doing some things people didn't expect. Well, what do you thought about Jeremiah down the stretch here and what he's given y'all and how that's helped y'all?
Coach just, tells them all the time just to keep rebounding. And, you see that out there. He goes for every rebound, every loose ball. And, that's the DNA here at Arkansas.
And for the tournament, you got to play Wednesday night, and I guess you guys are going to get another shot at Vanderbilt, unless I'm an idiot, which is possible, I guess. But how do you feel about getting another shot at those guys?
Obviously we feel like we should have won the first game. So, being able to get to play them again, in that setting in the tournament, we're very confident going in.
And Mackay and KB, they've kind of carried y'all offensively here in a lot of games of late during what I think is a pretty good stretch for y'all. What do you thought about those two guys?
With KB, with him, he's just such a good scorer, man. It's so hard to guard him. Then when he gets downhill, it's hard not to foul him, and he's a great free throw shooter. And then with Kai, man, whenever he's out there rebounding and running the floor, he's a menace on the floor. So.
Well, you got to win this tournament. You got to win five in 5 days. I know you got to take it one at a time, but just sort of how do you what's the approach when you got to play that Wednesday night game and you really need to win the tournament to get the NCAA bid?
Um, Man, we'll get back. Everybody will get healthy. Everybody that's banged up will get healthy. Go into that game as healthy as possible with a lot of confidence. And, like you said, we're gonna take it one at a time. So, starting with Wednesday.
One more if it's okay. I know it's a tough loss, but the effort's been there really the last 3 weeks, I guess, or a month or whatever it's been. Just how good do you feel about the effort, the loss aside, and how well you guys are playing going into the tournament?
Like you said, man, we're playing hard. It's just certain situations you can't control, and you know, not let we can't let things that we can't control, mess with our minds. We still got to go play a game on Wednesday. So
Okay, thank you.
good.
Thanks, TJ. Yep, all good. Appreciate you, buddy.